The past 12 months has been my first calendar year of doing ICSI with my mares, meaning we aspirate oocytes from the mares. They do ICSI, so they take one sperm, they inseminate the oocyte, it hopefully turns into an embryo, and then we're able to either put it into a mare to then be grown and birthed, or it's able to be frozen and stored. And so that's something that I've been very new with this past year. And so a lot of you wanted to know, okay, what's in the bank? How many oocyte or embryos do we have frozen? And then what just happened with the last round that we did? I'm using Trudy as my model here because she is one that I left open this year to do ICSI with more. So we have 5 Trudy Good, Better, Best embryos in the bank, frozen. We most likely will be using one this year. I've contemplated making one available to purchase as well. So if you're watching this and you want a world-class hunter under saddle horse, let me know. But Trudy and Good, Better, Best, they have produced 2 foals before this, and one of them is a multiple Congress champion, NSBA world champion, super successful show horse. So that's why we did that. So we have 5 of those. And then the last round we just did this past week, she actually gave a ton of oocytes. She gave 24, and a lot of them matured. 18 of them, I think, did. So they exceed 18 of them, and they split it down the middle. We did half of them to allocate your assets, which is a stallion who is now deceased, and she has 1 2-year-old filly with him, and she's phenomenal. So I wanted to make sure we did that again. And then the others were done with First Things First, which is my young stud. So hopefully we get some Denver Trudy embryos, some allocate your assets Trudy embryos from that. We won't know for a few more days. We have aspirated Sophie twice. Unfortunately, we have not gotten any successful embryos yet. So we're taking a break from doing that, and during breeding season, attempting to just do regular conventional embryo transfers. And so we are hopefully doing that this coming week. We also have 5 embryos from Beyonce in the frozen bank that are all to VS Code Red. So the reason we had 2 Beyonce VS Code Red babies this year, Ruby and then Gracie's baby that's about to foal. So I'm taking a break from that for this year, doing a Making Me Willie Wild breeding to her this year. But it's nice to have those in the bank for if we want to use them while she's being bred to someone else one year, or if I want to sell them, or, God forbid something happens to her, we have them ready to breed even if she's no longer alive. Erlene's going to ignore us, but we did just do our first round of ICSI with Erlene. So we bred her to VS Code Red. She unfortunately only had 4 mature oocytes that they could ICSI. So hopefully, I've heard that mares, they could either have 4 and get none, they could have 4 and get 2, whatever. So we're really hoping we get a couple of VS Code Red Erlene babies to have frozen because Noelle was just so fantastic. And then Kennedy, we also aspirated this past week. We will be doing her again due to the fact that I'm leaving her open this year to do that. She is such an asset to my breeding program. So I want to make sure that I have, plenty in the vault, the frozen vault, in case of an emergency. So this past time we did her, I believe, 10 oocytes, all to machine made. So hopefully we get a couple of embryos that are full siblings to Kirby here, and then I actually have plans of breeding her with invitation only. Possibly it's a southern thing, possibly back to RL Best of Sudden, and then I would actually love to see her bred to a couple of hunt seat studs, but I don't think I'll always do that with ICSI. I might just do regular embryo transfers for those. So yeah, I only have 10 embryos in the vault. That's still a lot from 2 mares. Hopefully we have more soon, and if we do, I'll probably be using one of Kennedy's and probably be using 1 from Trudy or 2 from Trudy. I got to figure out which ones I'm doing. Let me know which ones you would do from Trudy, Good, Better, Best, allocate your assets, and First Things First. So lots of decisions to be made, but stay tuned for more updates since we will not know how many we get from this last round for a few more days.